Hello, my name is David Borden, and I'm the creator of the White Cat Oracle deck. Today I'm going to demonstrate how to do a celestial reading. It's a 9-card reading, and I'm doing it to celebrate Valentine's Day. So I hope you enjoy it, and I'm going to show you how it works. So let's go. So here I've got my deck, and I need to shuffle it. For this demonstration, because it's going to be a Valentine's demonstration, I'm going to use a friend of mine as a guinea pig who has agreed to let me do a reading about her love life for Valentine's Day. So I'm going to keep her identity a secret, but let's get going. So I've shuffled the deck. So she and I have talked, and I have in my mind her issue. It's around a relationship that she doesn't quite know what to do with and needs some guidance on. So I have shuffled the deck. I'm going to think about what she's looking for. And now I'm going to cut the deck. All right, let's get started. Now I'm going to lay out the cards in a circle pattern. I've put the pattern right here. And the 9 spots in the reading are related to places on the celestial map. So the first slot is going to be Earth. And so let's get started. So I'm also going to, as I read through these, I'm going to just do a little bit about the cards on the first pass and then bring it all together as a story at the end. I think that's the most helpful way to do it. So the Earth card, the first card, this is the card about home, the heart, the foundation of things. This is where you go back to. Interestingly, her Earth card is the Seeker, which is appropriate for her question. She's seeking to find out what is going on with this relationship. It's an 8 card, meaning it's about transformation and metamorphosis. So we'll see how that plays out as we go through. So the second card is the Saturn card. This is a card that governs things that are mysterious or confusing or what's lurking in the shadows. Saturn is a very mysterious planet. So whatever's going on in that area for her, it's a lion or is made of lions. And as you know, lions are powerful, prideful animals. This is a 9 card or a mystic card, meaning it has to do with spiritual things as well as real things. So her Saturn, there's something that is a mystery to her that has to do with lions. So let's go on and put down the Mars card. So we've got Earth, Saturn, and now Mars. Mars is about conflict and war. And it's also the opposite of Venus. When we get to the card over here, you'll notice Venus goes here. So sometimes this one's hard to read till you get that one in place, and you can balance the two. So whatever the conflict has to do, it has to do with this idea of being blissful. Perhaps she is afraid of being blissful. Perhaps what she seeks, this state of bliss, is putting her in conflict. I don't know. We won't know till we keep going. So the 4 slot. This is the Jupiter card. The Jupiter card is for things that are, well, Jupiter, you can see who's joined our reading. Why don't you just lie down here for a second. This is the original white cat right here, Charlie Cat. So I was talking about Jupiter. Jupiter is the powerful planet with magnetism and huge potential. In fact, Jupiter could have become a star if it were a little bigger. So the thing in her life that has to do with magnetism and power, interestingly, is the Coward card. So maybe she's feeling cowardly in her power. Perhaps she needs to assert that power a little bit more. All right, Charlie, you're going to have to move so I can keep going. I need to do the Moon card next. Here, I got to set him aside for a second. Why don't you go right up here. So the next card is the Moon card. Let's put that right there. I know. I'll get back to you in a minute. You can lay down right there. That's fine. Great. So in the Moon slot, this is the slot that governs tranquility, peace. It's the counterpart to the Earth, and it'll be on the other side of the Sun. The Sun will end up here. Whatever it is that's in her area of calmness or tranquility, there's an obsession there. Maybe she's obsessed with peace and tranquility, and it's been elusive. Now, of course, you can see the cat is not being very helpful. So let's go on to the Mercury card, which will go here. Mercury is the messenger god, and everything that has to do with Kitty, everything that has to do with communication. So interestingly, where it comes to communication, she feels like she's got her hackles up here. She's been surprised and is having a difficult time communicating. There's some sort of problem going on there. This communication is hissing. It's not what she's really looking for, perhaps. But that card may make a lot more sense when we come back around, because that card sometimes means more than just that face value that we got right there. All right, Kitty, I need to move you just a little bit farther. Can I put you right over there? Can you chill right there? That's a perfect spot for you. Okay. Now, the Venus card. Look at that. So she's pulled the Altruist card. The Altruist is a 7 card. 7 cards have to do with scholarship and study. And the Altruist here is a good card to pick for the Venus card, because the Altruist is this character right here, and he or she is showing affection and cleaning his friend, and they've knocked over a cup of water, and the water is spilling out freely, but there's this enormous reservoir back there. So perhaps if she just keeps on that path of altruism, of unconditional love, things will all work out. And there's 7 stars in the sky, which also is a sign of luck. So let's get to the Star card. This is the card that governs the big picture, the stars. This is about balance and freedom and tuning into the universe. And she has the Chimera card. The Chimera is a mythical creature that is paradoxical and can't possibly exist, but yet it does. And so the bigger picture of this relationship is that it feels like a chimera to her. It's something she can't quite put her finger on, but maybe she shouldn't. Maybe it should stay in that mythical realm. All right, so the last card, the Sun card. The Sun is the center of the system, and it's about warmth and light. And interestingly, she's got the Mendicant card. The Mendicant is not a negative card. It appears that way. This card looks like the cat is begging, or she's begging, but not necessarily. And it's from the suit of jaguars, and the jaguars hide in the shadows and lurk about. But it's a strange one to end on. But we will figure it out. So let's go through the story now that I've given you a quick little overview of how the cards are set up and a little bit about each of the cards and their position as we did that. I'm going to go back through and tell you the story, or at least how I would read it. Now, all of this comes with the caveats that the person that I'm doing the reading for is not present, and so she would know yes or no on some of these questions going through, because sometimes a card can have a couple of meanings. And without that guidance, I'm going to do my best attempt at trying to work my way through it. So we'll start with the Earth card. She's seeking. She's been seeking for a long time. She is really very interested in these questions of love and romance and wants to figure out how it all works, and is engaged in a struggle with it at this time, ergo the question she's asked. So the thing that's confusing her is a lion. There's some big, powerful force that has interceded and is causing confusion. It may not be lurking, it may be out in the open, but as you can see from the card, the lions are literally bursting out of the frame of their picture. So that's what's confusing her. The conflict has to do with this state of blissfulness. Perhaps the conflict is she's too blissful, she's feeling too secure, or it could be the opposite, that feelings of wanting this perfect state so much is getting in the way of being realistic about how to move forward. The Jupiter card, the big magnetic powerful thing in the room, is cowardice. There is some aspect that is feeling that she could be braver, or needs to really think about her role vis-a-vis bravery in how she pursues this. The Moon card is the obsessive. So either she's feeling very obsessed about something, perhaps this question, it's causing peace to slip away from her. And if she would either lean into it or get over it, then perhaps that obsession would go away, or she would, or use it to her advantage. So then the communication card, she feels like she's got her back up to the river and she's been surprised, and she's trying to communicate, maybe not being the most successful at it. However, this cat is being very successful. Sometimes hissing is the best way to communicate what's going on. And maybe that's what she needs to do right now, is really think about what's the appropriate response to things, and to move forward and not be so surprised by it, and really think about what she needs to do and talk about. The love card over here is really, really good. She's got the altruist, be altruistic, be unconditional, and luck will find you, and your jar will never run out of water. The bigger picture is it's paradoxical. All of this doesn't make any sense. It's not possible that it could even exist, but yet it does. So you need to just figure it out. And the center of it all is this pleading, is this, can I just have that thing? Can I just have it? And the answer may be yes, and the answer may be no. We don't know. She's got to figure it out. But one way or the other, there is this central focus on wanting to have something that someone else has. So when you put it all together, that's the story. I hope that makes sense to her, and I wish her all the best. This has been fun doing this reading for you. This is the Celestial reading, 9-card reading for the White Cat Oracle. Thank you, and I hope you enjoyed it. Visit my website at scribblefire.com, and I'll do another one of these pretty soon. Bye.